know it, I know it, I know it. I'm not the only one saying it or hearing it all the time. We live in a world where we know everything about everything that I want to know and I don't want to know. When I tell my mother the importance of exercise, she says, you know what, I know it. Understandable. She's elder, she knows. I give her credit. But when I tell my 15-year-old teenager the pains of motherhood, she says, Ma, I know it. I'm like, where did that come from? You know, we are a generation of I know. It's like shopping. Usually, we would step out to shop when you need something. Say, I want a white shirt, and I go to the mall and pick up a white shirt. But suppose there's a discount of 50%, I pick up 5 more colors. Imagine having 100% discount 24/7, 365 days. Oh, forget the cart. I'm going to get them all home. Irrespective of whether I need it, whether it fits me, doesn't matter. I am just going to pick it up. And that's why we are, I know, superheroes. We have the power. I know it all. Knowledge is power. So where is the problem? Why am I calling it an epidemic? It's good that we know. We have access to so much information. Idea is not to talk more about what I know. Let's talk about what we do. This is something that I witness everywhere that I go. You walk into a mall, you walk into a restaurant, you walk into a building. I know taking the stairs is good for me. I'm aware of it. And yet, I am pressing that button. I choose to enter the lift. Not because I don't care for my heart health. Not because I think it's not necessary. Every building that you walk in, you will see the crowd waiting to enter the lift. If we really did what we knew, the crowd would be on the staircase. Before you jump into that little power machine that you have in your hand, let me clarify. The problem is not here. This hasn't changed. What has changed is our environment. Let me explain. Our brain is organically wired to seek comfort, to seek relief. It's logical, right? I mean, if I'm hungry now, I will eat food now. If I want to go up 7 floors, I will take the easier path. I will take the lift. So it's not the brain's problem that we have lifts in almost every building. My brain is wired to conserve energy, and that's exactly what it's doing. Right? What has changed is the environment. I want to give a very classic example. All of us have Instagram installed in our phones. And I love giving reference to the save graveyard in your Instagram app. Oh my God, there are so many saves there. Things we need, things we don't need, just like that bumper save. It's like clicking 5,000 photographs when we go on a vacation and then we don't even see 50 of them. Happens to all of us, right? because we don't know where to start. We don't know what we like. We don't know what to pick. We don't know what to post. We don't know which one to save as a screensaver. We follow the right people. We save the right podcasts. And yet, we don't know what to do because our brain is so confused. There's too much information happening for the brain to handle. Again, it is not my brain's problem. It is the problem of the environment. That has changed. And interestingly, when we learn something new, for some reason, we feel very empowered. It's not an unusual phenomenon. It's common to all of us. Height says that my brain takes the shortcut and it says, I'm on it, which means I am confusing, I know, to I've already started. Anyway, this was just to tell you that all of us sitting here are absolutely fine and all our brains are working the same way. And I'm not here to add to more I knows that you already know. So let's talk about what we are here for. The gap. The problem is not about not taking those stairs once. It's not about not taking those stairs twice or 10 times or 100 times. The problem is that every time I choose to take that elevator, the message that goes back to in my head is that I am still not doing anything for my heart. Right? And that is where the clutter is. The longer the gap between what I know and what I'm supposed to do, more the clutter. The smaller the gap, smaller the clutter. So you can just imagine the amount of information and the amount of I knows that we already have. Because we are not able to match up to it, the clutter is everywhere. Talking about what we don't know. 3 tools that I think have helped me, and I'm hoping that they're going to make some difference to you as well. Of course, I know I'm more than my profession. We all know that. But let's look at the way we introduce ourselves. Hi, I'm Rohita. I'm a psychologist. Hi, I'm so-and-so. I'm a banker. Hi, I'm a technician. Hi, I'm a beautician. I'm the CEO. So on and so forth. We live in a culture where we give a lot of importance to everything that is in the LinkedIn profile. We are consumed by it. There's nothing wrong about it. We've worked very hard for it. That's our living. That's our livelihood. The problem is when we allow that identity to become our entire life, when we become our walking, talking resumes, that is where the clutter is. Because somewhere we are learning that only if I'm useful or impressive, then I am worth being on that CV. So whatever we do needs to add to that professional identity that we are carrying. So imagine all the other things that you're doing throughout the day, which may not align with your professional identity. Your mind discounts it. And therefore, you have these feelings of inadequacy. You feel I've not done enough. Not that you're actually not doing, it's just not useful and productive. And imagine being productive all throughout. Burnout will set in. That is where the clutter is. So, what is it that's going to help us navigate through? Is by introducing a brief introduction in our head to begin with, where we do not talk about anything that's there on the CV. Try doing that, and you'll realize you won't know how to introduce yourself. So, unless you acknowledge it, unless you accept it, we will not be able to work on it. So, my first tool for the day is start paying attention to everything that you are that doesn't go on your resume. And the best way to go ahead or to move ahead is to start doing things, experimenting with other activities which may not contribute to your professional role. For example, I took up pottery. I did a beginner's course a year back. I did a glaze course last year. It has nothing to do with my profession. Nobody cares who I am. I'm a beginner. I'm making mistakes. I'm learning. So, what I'm teaching myself is it's all right not to be the expert. It's all right not to be good. I am not valuing my self worth based on whether I'm impressive or useful. I'm learning to accept myself for who I am, the good, bad, ugly. Very, very important tool that I discovered. Again, we all know this. But I discovered this when I took my first trek to the Himalayas. You know, all of us as first timers were given a list where we were asked to, you know, a list of things that we need to carry in the bag, clearly mentioning, please carry only essentials. There's a reason for it. Because as you climb up the hill, it is not just physical labor. It's also about oxygen dropping. But you know, me being me, because there was a limit of 10 kilos and I filled up about 80% of the bag with everything that was there on the list, and there was still space, what did I do? 2 more clothes, 2 more sunscreens, 2 more caps, 1 more hat, maybe some cosmetics. You name it and I had it. Only because there was space. And as we went up the hill, I think by third or fourth day, my body gave up. I just couldn't carry that load. So the lesson that I learned was, it's not about what I can carry or what I can't. It is about what is it that my body is saying. You've got to listen to what your body is saying. It's not about your ego. And after that, the way I implement this in my day-to-day life is I ensure that every new thing I say yes to, I drop something from my schedule. And this is a everyday exercise. You'll realize that you're carrying the same amount of weight, but a weight that your body can actually handle. So if my heart is racing, I'm not able to sleep, I'm overthinking about it, I'm getting fluttered about it, pause, breathe, take time, a day or two, then figure out whether you want to do it or not. Don't keep adding to your plate, because your plate is not what you think, it is what your body is carrying. Very important. We have so much information everywhere. I often have clients not telling me that they don't know anything. They're like, I know this, I know I want this, I know I want to do this, I want to get there, I want to be here. They know it all. In fact, they also know why they are here and what they want me to do. So when we know so much, we want so much more. We aspire so much. We have so many desires. And there comes your decision making problems because you're so spoiled for choice. I start my day identifying what I don't want. It makes my life so much simpler, easier. I don't want to feel grumpy today. I don't want to have an argument today. I don't want to be a couch potato today. I don't want my daughter to think that I was not available for her today. So the moment I list down what I don't want, I automatically know everything else is acceptable. So that burden, that clutter kind of gives me a way through and helps me navigate in a better way. Honestly, this is an everyday affair. I carry these tools with me and I keep working on them based on how I am left feeling after I use them. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I feel, I need some more tools. Again, it's not about what I know, it's about what I'm able to use. So today, I'm able to use 3 tools. There were times when I had only 1 tool in my head. So it's not about how many number of tools you have. It's about what works for you at that point of time. There is nothing right or wrong or universal about it. All that we need to do is pay attention to what is happening and what is it that you're doing. I hope all of us find some time, do some experiments, enjoy the process, and make it comfortable for ourselves. Because the clutter is outside us. Let's not bring it within us. Thank you so much.